Should you buy Insurgency Sandstorm in 2023? That's a question some of you might be facing right now, and I'm here to possibly help you make that decision. Now, on PC this game normally costs around $30, but it's for sale right now on Steam for $11.99 up until the end of this month. So the sale ends on 31st of July. So basically, if you're looking to buy it after this video, now is the perfect time to do so. Insurgency Sandstorm is still keeping its head up amongst the other shooters even after 4 years of its release, but that is not completely without issues. However, the game rarely gets updated nowadays, and a lot of the bugs introduced in the latest update still haven't been fixed. And with the developing company facing some budget cuts in the near future, that will definitely not help the game's current situation at all. However, this game has always had a strong and a loyal fan base keeping the servers populated and the game running smoothly. You will not have issues finding servers in this game, not if you're playing on the EU or US servers at least. I can't really say for the other ones myself, unfortunately, because I only play on the EU and US servers myself. So, you know, from personal experience, I know that there's a lot of players there, no issues whatsoever. Sandstorm sort of plays like an older Call of Duty, but just with a faster time to kill. The gunplay feels great and the time to kill is perfect in this. Sandstorm has a lot of different types of maps with also nighttime mode and a lot of different game modes to go with it. And if playing against other players is not your cup of tea, there is always the PvE mode where you can hop on and destroy some AIs in. And I also know that a lot of people who actually really enjoy this game usually only play PvE, like they don't even go into PvP because they just enjoy playing that like sort of solo realism milsim type of stuff alone or with friends for that matter. And you know, they enjoy the PvE so much with friends that they don't even play PvP. So you know, there's sort of two sides of the coin here. You know, some people enjoy the PvP more and some people enjoy the PvE more, but the thing is, this game works whichever way you want to play it, so you know, you don't really need to worry about that. Personally, my favorite game mode is the domination due to its constant action and fast pace, but this is definitely not a popular opinion in the Sandstorm community, just because the game was originally designed to be more of a slow-paced tactical type of game, which in the end it is. I just like being weird and different, I guess. I don't know, like I usually get people saying like, oh, you're playing this game like Call of Duty, but honestly, who gives a shit? That's the way I enjoy playing this game, and that's the way I'm gonna keep on playing this game, you know? I like being that retarded guy who just runs around and shoots everyone, but you know, I've played this game so much that it's the best way for me to get anything out of this game anymore, so that's why I play like that, you know? It wasn't always like that, but I don't know. Hard to explain. Now, Sandstorm is definitely a unique experience with some of the best sound designs on the market, and there is just so many PTSD causing moments in this game that you just will not forget. It has this sense of realism and hardcore elements without taking itself too seriously and without making the player feel overwhelmed by overly complicated mechanics and whatnot. Like, you know, every time you get shot, you don't need to apply a bandage or anything like that. It's kind of weird because in this game, like, you get shot once, you're dead. And usually games like that usually have like a medic system in it, but if you're dead, you're dead. You're not gonna get revived, you're not gonna get healed, you're just dead. So it's pretty unforgiving, but in the same time it's pretty simple. Like, you don't need to learn all these like weird mechanics where you have to apply a bandage or a tourniquet or some shit, depending if you got shot in the head or in your dick. Like, if you get shot, you're dead. That's it. It doesn't get really any more simple than that, but at the same time, that's just a beautiful way this game works, and I absolutely love it. Like, you know, you need to be careful where you move and how you move and when you move. Like, you want to really outmaneuver the enemies and use smokes and whatnot to, you know, survive and not die like you usually do in this game. This game is a lot of dying. If you want to buy this game, you'll definitely see that. You'll definitely die a couple of times, but yeah, you know, that's Sandstorm for you. The weapon customization is absolutely amazing in this game, and it works really well. And also the voice chat feature in this game brings in a lot of funny moments where you can actually hear both your teammates and your enemies talking and yelling. Like, proximity chat is definitely one of the best things in this game in my opinion, because it just creates this like sort of community, and it's nice to hear people talking in game as well. Now, unlike with other games where you have to play and grind to unlock different things, in Sandstorm all the weapons and attachments are unlocked from the very beginning, meaning that that the only grind you will be doing in this game is getting good at the game. So basically it's just learning all like how to use the weapons and how the maps work and how the game modes work and, you know, stuff like that. The leveling system in this game is pretty much useless, and the only things you can unlock by playing are the player cosmetics, which you can buy with the in-game currency you gather from playing the game. So, you know, if you play a couple of games, you basically just gain like this in-game currency, and then you can buy whatever skins you want with that currency. It's a bit of a weird system. I don't really know how I like feel about it, because the whole leveling system and the whole in-game currency system is just sort of useless, because I don't really care about how I look in the game, because I don't see my character myself, so it's really not like it's not really something I care about. But, you know, unfortunately I have to mention that all the weapon skins in this game can only be bought with real money, so they are out of your reach unless you're actually willing to put in some extra dollars in this game. Now, some people think that not having anything to grind for affects the replayability of this game, and some people think that it's perfect the way it is. It just really comes down to what you personally prefer. I think it's somewhat of a good thing and somewhat of a bad thing at the same time. Like, I do wish we could at least get the weapon skins so that there would be a lot of them and you can unlock at least them. But right now, you know, there really isn't any other reason to play this game other than, you know, just trying to get good at it. Like, you don't gain anything from playing a lot, and, you know, even if you're a high level, it doesn't matter because you don't get anything from that. So it's sort of like a neutral thing in my head, because it's at the same time a good thing, but at the same time it's a bad thing. It's hard to explain, but that's just how I feel about it personally. Now, lately there has been some talk about Insurgency Sandstorm coming to an end because of some corporate bullshit going on, and I have made a separate video on this topic, and I'll leave a link to it in the description below if you want to know more about that. It doesn't really fit in this video. I don't want to be like making this video any longer than it has to be, but shortly, I personally don't see that being a problem in the future, and I'm sure the game will keep on going strong to the next year at least. Like, the player base just hasn't gone down in many years. Like, the game has been out for 4 years now, and the player base is pretty much the same what it was in the beginning. So I think you should be pretty safe buying this right now. But don't take my word for it. Don't come and kill me if the game ends tomorrow, because I don't know, honestly. That's like, honest to God, I just don't know. But yeah, in the end, having 800 hours in this game myself, I have to say that buying this game is definitely worth it, just because there really isn't any other game like this out on the market, at least on consoles there isn't. Like, there's some games like Squad and Hell Let Loose, but those are way more of a military simulation than this game. This game is a lot more arcadey compared to those, so on its own I'd say buy it. Why not? And, you know, you can always check out my gameplay videos as well if you're not sure if you want to buy it or not. Maybe they will help you. And also consider subscribing to my channel for more content like this in the future. I really like doing Sandstorm content, so make sure you subscribe and I'll keep you updated. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.